Now, please recall what we have said what a human soul is composed of. We have mentioned the avatar, which is the light body surrounding our physical body. As long as our physical body has a certain shape, the avatar follows that shape and forms itself around it. When the body dies, the avatar lives on in the ether, where it is trapped by the Sirians. Here, the avatar can shapeshift into anything it likes, and normally it manifests itself in a way its recently deceased body looked like when it was in its prime. The avatar is the vessel, or vehicle the fires use when traveling the dimensions. In other words, the avatar is the soul in the 4% universe. Then, I have described the Soul Life Physics Group California calls it information cloud as a collection of many orbs attached to the avatar. These orbs can split themselves in smaller orbs and explore the universe, having their own experience, as it were. Still, when doing so, they have a connection with the avatar. This connection is their lifeline, so they can move around here in the 4% universe. Sometimes, when using a camera with a flash, we can, after we have developed the film, sometimes see these orbs floating around. These orbs can be either fires or avatars in their basic form. We couldn't see them, it was like they were not there before we took the photo. Then they became visible. It isn't meant to show what I am explaining here, but we can still use it. As an analogy, we can say that the black body is the avatar formed after the physical body, as an extra skin, and the many squares should be orbs rotating around the avatar are the fires. So, in reality, a human body has two souls. One soul is the avatar and the other is the compilation of fires, making up one greater fire. One soul exists in the 4% universe, and the other one in the 96% the fires. Star beings who live in the 4% universe usually only have avatars. What does that mean? It means that this is how Lord Enki created us. Robert Morningsky brings up this very same thing I've learned through my own research. The fact that the human body has two souls. He tells the reader that in 1981, the Nobel Prize winner, Dr. Roger Sperry of Caltech performed several surgeries which severed the two halves of the brain. After hundreds of such operations, Dr. Sperry could establish that there were two separate streams of consciousness in his patients. I quote from Morningsky's page, and the following is an actual quote from Dr. Sperry himself. The bisected brain began to suggest a wondrous monstrosity, like a two-headed man in the circus. If each hemisphere has an inner life, do two hemispheres have two minds or even, horror of theological horrors, two souls? Dr. Sperry, through his research, came to the conclusion that the two hemispheres work so well together that we think of it as one brain and therefore only one consciousness. Morningsky disagrees, and so do I. Dr. Sperry was basically on the right track, until he made his final conclusion. However, there are other scientists, like neurosurgeon Joseph E. Bogan of the University of Southern California, neurologist Michael Gazzaniga of Cornell University Medical College and many other doctors and scientists, who believe that we are two different individuals. This is the reason why we humans have these internal fighting going on with ourselves, because the two inside of you see things differently, and only occasionally do they totally agree. In earlier papers, I said that humankind is special, because we have the fire of the goddess, and other star races are jealous, because they don't, at least not as a natural, embedded part of their being. That they have to earn it, would probably be one way of looking at it.